To me, those people that are very expressive, they dance, they do all kinds of motion when they worship God. I feel like they should be in the back. It annoys me when women stand in the very front. Gentile, my daughter, she doesn't like it when I say this, but I'm just going to say it. She said, Ma, what if they're led by Holy Spirit? But this is how I feel. Holy Spirit is the spirit of God. If he dances through you, your dance movement would be in tune and harmony with the worship song. If Holy Spirit moves you to dance, your dance would be very gracious, very holy, your dance movements, very respectful, very godly. When people look at a person that dances under Holy Spirit, you're in awe. Now, I'm not naming names. I go to a church. There's about 4 or 5 women that they do this. I don't see them ever sing and raise their hand and worship God. They worship in a very peculiar way. Each one of them have a different dance, and they do the same moves. It doesn't matter what song. Sometimes I tell my kids, it's a slow song, like a slow song, and they did the kung fu thing, the kung fu all over the church, and they did like they're about to like kill somebody with a sword. And I'm thinking, these songs like this, the songs like this, and why are they doing that? How could it be Holy Spirit? Okay, now I don't want to judge them, but I'm just gonna go on the record say it annoys me, and it distracts other people. If you're gonna do that, if you're not about drawing attention, if you're not showing off your worship, do it in the back, because you're the first people. You're in the front row. And there's one lady that she runs across the church, and she's doing this the whole time. Every song, she's like doing a marathon or something, like at the speed of 100 miles per hour, right? And there's this one lady that just do this. To me, it's almost like in a bar. I look at it, and it's not holy, because the spirit that I know, the God that I know, surely he's artistic, he's poetic. Every song, it would be a different move. You cannot have the same move for 100 different songs. I look at that and I say it's not Holy Spirit. Now, to me, I'm a woman, right? It annoys me. I'm thinking, what about the man? What about all the men behind you? Do you not concern that your moves sometimes are very, I don't want to use the word, like flirtatious, right? Man, the people go there and they worship God, and your move is very sensual. Do you not concern that it will mess up with the man's mind, that it interferes? So women out there, and I'm thinking, I only see once in a while man does it, 1 or 2 men, but the women, I don't know what is it about the women. Okay, why do you have to draw attention to yourself? To me, that is you steal God's glory. And I worship, I'm very expressive, and I stand all the way in the back. And they come to me, they go, Van, get to the front. I said, no, because when I get to the front, I am then conscious. I am not free to worship God. And my worship is me between the Lord. I don't need to show off my worship. And the Lord said, whatever you do in private, he honor you in public with his power. You don't need to show up and flaunt your worship. Every person that worship in the front and very, very animated, I question their motive, the motive of their heart. I am sorry, Lord. I don't mean to judge anybody. I always ask God, is that you or is that the flesh? Lord, if it's not you, please, can you please send the angels to take that lady to the back? It's distracted. And it's like they're stealing the show. I hope they hear my heart and change. Because again, if your heart is to worship God, do it in the back. What do you got to lose? You can still worship God. Why do you have to be in the front row? Are you not concerned that it distracts other people's ability to worship? Literally. I'm just going to say that. If you had anything else to add, and I'm going to release this, okay? People's not going to be happy with what I say. They might think that I'm judging. Well, you know, God can just tell me, hey, Van, that was, to me, that is a lesson. To me, that is a lesson for those. And again, I'm going to ask you honestly, ask your heart and ask your mind. If you are a true worshiper of Jesus Christ, do you care if you worship in the back or in the front? Because your worship is unto the Lord, right? Because Paul said, just because that is the right thing to do, that doesn't mean I should do it. Sometimes there are things that are not, they're allowed, but it's not good because you got to think about your brothers and sisters' ability to worship. You got to think, right? Especially when you move in a certain way, men things they have imagination. Come on, unless you do. But even if you just worship the Lord and you just very animated and distracted, go to the back. That's just my opinion. Do you have any input? Otherwise, we're gonna start interceding. Okay, Kristen. Okay.